through this practice, may we connect with a sense of peace within the unfolding chaos which we're experiencing. May we connect with that aspect of our minds, that stable presence which is inherent in each of us. May we show up to our shared experience, to our shared situation, and serve as best as we currently can. Palden sawe lama rinpoche dagichi wopede denjila kajin jembo gone jesonte kosonto jingo drusadu so sanje chodon soje chonon la janjo badu dange chapsuchi dagi jenso jipe sonanje rola pense sanje drupasho sanje chodon soje chonon la janjo badu dange chapsuchi dagi jenso jipe sonanje rola pense sanje drupasho sanje chodon soje chonon la janjo badu Dagi chapsuchi, dagi jenso jipe sonanje, drola penzere sanje drupa sho. I'm finding that as this unfolds, my usual habitual coping mechanisms, distracting myself in any number of ways, trying to file away this feeling of stress, this feeling of anxiety, this feeling of panic, trying to tuck it away, so that I don't have to feel it. None of it works. It doesn't hold together, right? And so I find that I have to draw upon whatever experience that I have with Dharma, the Buddhist teachings, and practices. I have to draw upon whatever experience I have in meditation, right? To be present with it, right? To be present with my own experience. To be present with my own anxiety, my own panic. To sit with it. To be aware of my mind's habit of spinning out, of telling myself all these stories of how things can go wrong. What if, right? And then I get lost to that. And I'm no longer present to my own experience. I've spun out. So I'm going to introduce another meditation practice, which I have found very useful over the years. And it is also based on the breathing. So we can begin by taking a posture with a straight back. You can sit cross-legged if you like, or you can sit in a chair. But the most important aspect of the meditation posture is to sit up straight. Having taken the posture, be aware of a sense of gravity. Be present to the sense of your seat sitting on the cushion, your knees on the mat or your feet flat on the floor, the palms of your hand resting on your thighs. Be present with that sense of gravity and allow yourself to be grounded by that. And then become aware of your breathing. The breath comes in and the breath goes out. Be aware of that movement. And for a few moments, just be aware of that movement. The breath comes in and the breath goes out. Okay, now to build upon that, on the in-breath, with your mind, you're going to recite the sound Om. And then in that moment where the in-breath changes direction and becomes the out-breath, right in that moment, you'll pause. And with your mind, you'll recite the sound Ah, A-H, like ah. And then on the out-breath, with your mind, you're going to recite the sound Hung. You could spell it H-O-O-N-G. Hung. So repeat after me. Om. Ah. Hung. In terms of the meditation, on the in-breath, again, on the in-breath, Om. Pause in that moment where the in-breath becomes the out-breath and recite with your mind, Ah. And then on the out-breath, with your mind, recite the sound, Hung. Om, Ah, Hung. Om, Ah, Hung. And again, I'll suggest that when your mind gets lost to thought, when you start worrying or fantasizing, right? When your mind has gone someplace else, you catch yourself, right? And you simply say to yourself, thinking. It's just thinking. Thinking. And then you bring your mind back to the meditation. Om, Ah, Hung. And so let's practice in this way for a few minutes. just to briefly repeat the instructions. On the in-breath, with your mind, you say the sound Om. In that moment where the breath changes direction, where the in-breath becomes the out-breath, pause just for a moment, and with your mind, say the word, say the sound, Ah. And then on the out-breath, with your mind, you say the sound, Hung, H-O-O-N-G, Om, Ah, Hung. And use this method whenever you like. Set a timer on your phone for a minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. As I said before, if you're a beginner, keep the sessions short and you stop meditating when your mind is still fresh. And you can repeat sessions as many times as you like. It's important to try to practice good mental health presently. And what that means is, watch the news, but don't watch it too much. Don't read every story of bad news or of tragedy that pops up on your Facebook feed, right? We all know what's unfolding right now. And it's unnecessary to torture ourselves with it. Because then we become disabled by that. Get plenty of sleep, go for walks, go outside, don't drink too much, eat good food, do any practice that nourishes yourself. When we've completed our meditation practice, we offer to others whatever good has arisen for us. We also remind ourselves to bring the spirit of practice into our everyday lives in order to be of benefit to ourselves and to others. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for practicing with me. I wish you all the best of well-being and peace. And don't hesitate to reach out to me for any reason.